A shimmering portal opens, revealing the gateway to the unwritten archive. Sam, Emma, and Zilo step through into the endless library, a realm of infinite stories. Bookshelves stretch into the misty distance, promising untold tales and hidden knowledge. The air vibrates with the weight of unwritten stories, a palpable hum felt by all. They stand at the threshold, ready to explore the vastness of the unwritten archive. Sam reaches for a door, expecting the familiar scent of old books and aged paper of the library. Instead, he finds himself thrust into a war tent, the air heavy with the scent of sweat and the tension of strategy. He is clad in worn armor, his face a landscape of scars, each telling a story of battles fought and won. Generals snap to attention, their salutes a sign of respect for the celebrated warrior before them. This Sam is a legend, his name whispered around campfires, a symbol of strength and courage. Yet, beneath the surface of the celebrated warrior, his eyes betray a deep sadness, a quiet storm raging within. Inside the war tent, warrior Sam, a man of granite and steel, commands with cold precision. Flickering lamplight dances across scarred maps, each contour a silent testament to battles past. With fingers like iron, warrior Sam traces paths of attack, his every move calculated and devoid of warmth. He sees soldiers as mere pieces on a chessboard, their lives secondary to the grand strategy. His voice cuts through the silence, a declaration of intent. Victory at any cost. Emma enters a laboratory, a realm of technological marvels. Surrounded by advanced inventions, Emma's face reflects exhaustion. Emma, a brilliant scientist, appears isolated and driven in her pursuit. The laboratory fills with advanced technology, inventions surrounding her. The weight of her work etches a visible exhaustion onto Emma's face. In the heart of the laboratory, Emma is absorbed in a complex equation, her focus absolute. A holographic message flickers urgently, its presence dismissed as she remains unyielding. The concerned face on the screen pleads, but Emma's concentration is impenetrable. Amidst a web of wires and tubes, Emma remains steadfast in her pursuit. Her lips move slightly as she whispers, "Perfection is the only goal." Emma's eyes reflect the intensity of her single-minded focus, a world of ambition shining within. Zilo stands motionless amidst a sea of well-wishers, a stark contrast to the vibrant streamers and celebratory scents filling the room. Though hailed as a hero on his home planet, a profound disconnect gnaws at Zilo, the cheers echoing hollowly around him. He gazes at the faces around him, vaguely familiar, yet distant, each laugh a reminder of forgotten sacrifices. Zilo feels as if he has stepped into a play, a stage where he has forgotten his lines, lost in the script of his own life. The world has moved on, oblivious to the price Zilo paid. His heroics now just another story archived in time. Zilo remains isolated in the throng, a hero misplaced in his own triumphant return. Amid a storm of applause, Zilo stands frozen, a forced smile masking his inner turmoil. Confetti blurs his vision as he watches his friends, their laughter a stark contrast to the isolation he feels. He saved his planet, yet the hero's welcome feels hollow, a constant reminder of what he has lost. The noise fades as Zilo whispers, "What was the point?" Sunlight floods the library, each ray highlighting the unease etched on Sam, Emma, and Zilo. Dust motes dance in the golden light, a stark contrast to the heavy silence. The weight of unspoken truths presses down, palpable in the air. Emma's voice breaks the silence, each word trembling with the burden of reality. These lives, they're not what we imagined. The books stand as silent witnesses, their stories dwarfed by the unfolding drama. A moment of raw honesty hangs in the air, thick with regret and disillusionment. Warrior Sam sits alone in the war tent, his gaze lost in the memories held within a faded photograph. A faint smile touches Warrior Sam's lips as he traces the faces of his lost friends, a bittersweet echo of happier times. The smile fades as Warrior Sam's grip tightens on the photo, his knuckles turning white with suppressed emotion. Regret flickers in Warrior Sam's eyes, a painful acknowledgement of the choices that have severed his connections. The heavy weight of realization settles upon Warrior Sam's shoulders, a burden of isolation born in the silence of the tent. In the Stark laboratory, scientist Emma confronts her reflection, a mirror to her weary soul. Dark circles frame her eyes, each a testament to sleepless nights fueled by relentless ambition. Her lips, pressed into a thin line, betray the weight of unspoken sacrifices and suppressed emotions. She recognizes the toll her ambition has wrought, etched into every line and shadow of her face. The emptiness in her eyes speaks of isolation, the absence of genuine connection, a stark reality. Each feature, once vibrant, now bears the indelible marks of a life consumed by relentless pursuit. Zilo walks through the silent hall, the emptiness amplifying his solitude. The echoes of the past celebration haunt Zilo. Each step echoes the cost of his victory. He stops, his gaze distant, the weight of his sacrifice sinking in. The realization hits him. Saving his planet cost him her life. Zilo stands alone, the silence, a heavy shroud around him. Sunbeams illuminate the library, highlighting the floating dust and the endless rows of books. A disheveled librarian emerges from the depths, his clothes askew, his gaze intense. He shuffles forward, his eyes gleaming with an unsettling intensity. His voice echoes in the silent library, a question hanging in the air. Would you rather be someone perfect or someone real? The question lingers, a stark choice between flawless illusion and flawed truth. The librarian's intense gaze intensifies the weight of his words. Sam pauses at the threshold, the weight of his decision evident. As the door swings shut, the sounds of the war tent fade behind him. His eyes reflect a firm resolve. I choose my friends. With a final look, Sam turns away, stepping forward into his new path. In the heart of the laboratory, Emma begins the solemn task of shutting down her equipment, each action resonating with finality. The once bright monitors fade into darkness, mirroring the dimming hopes within the sterile room. As the hum of innovation fades, a heavy silence descends, marking the end of an era. With newfound resolve, Emma declares, I choose connection. Amid the echoing cheers of the jubilant crowd, Zilo turns his back, his figure a silhouette against the bright hall. With each deliberate step away from the throng, the burden of his heroic image seems to lessen. Zilo pauses, the weight of the past lifting as he whispers, I choose my life. He embraces the present, turning away from the echoes of a glorified past. Dust motes swirl in the library's light, a silent ballet as choices are made. The library shifts, its ancient bones groaning under the weight of untold stories. Books cascade from shelves, revealing hidden passages and forgotten secrets. False worlds crumble, illusionary walls fade, guiding them deeper into the archive. The air crackles with anticipation as the true archive beckons from the depths. The library corridor winds into the darkness, flanked by looming bookshelves that stretch into shadow. The air feels heavy, saturated with the scent of aged paper, hinting at secrets hidden within. An unsettling unease settles, a palpable sense of unseen eyes watching from the depths of the labyrinth. The silence amplifies the feeling. They are not alone. In the dead of night, Warrior Sam materializes from the obscurity of shadows, his gaze smoldering with deep-seated resentment. Moonlight slants through the expansive windows, casting an ethereal glow on the dust motes that waltz in the air, and catching the glints of steel in his intense stare. In a subtle, telling motion, his hand instinctively gravitates toward the weapon concealed beneath his cloak, the leather whispering in the stillness. His voice, a low growl, shatters the silence. You abandoned me. The words hang heavy in the air, a testament to betrayal and simmering vengeance. The group dashes frantically through the labyrinthine library corridor, their pursuer, Warrior Sam, relentless in his chase. Books become projectiles as they are hurled from shelves, briefly impeding Warrior Sam's advance. The very walls of the library twist and contort, creating mirages of escape and trapping them in an ever-shifting maze. Illusory dead ends appear and vanish, mocking their desperate flight as the architecture itself turns against them. They find themselves in a library room, every surface lined with mirrors. Each mirror shows a twisted reflection, a grotesque mockery of their true selves. The countless reflections create a dizzying effect, disorienting them. An unsettling atmosphere permeates the room, each reflection amplifying their fears. The warped images seem to mock them, deepening their unease. Trapped in a hall of mirrors, they face not only their reflections but also their deepest anxieties. In the mirror room, Warrior Sam unleashes a brutal assault, his movements a flurry of relentless force. I stand my ground, forced to confront my alternate self in a desperate fight for survival. The battle intensifies as I grapple with the darkness that mirrors my own inner demons. In the reflective space, every strike and parry echoes the internal conflict raging within me. Emma and Zilo enter the mirror room, ready to assist. Mirrors surround them, creating a maze of reflections. The reflections distort, reality blurring with illusion. Emma and Zilo struggle to find their way, disoriented and confused. In the mirror room, Sam stands, his chest heaving from the struggle, the air thick with tension. He presses the jagged edge of a mirror shard against Warrior Sam's throat, his hand trembling with the weight of his decision. His voice strained, Sam pleads, "This isn't you." In a desperate attempt to reach the core of his adversary, Sam implores, "You can still choose a different path." The shard remains poised, reflecting the fractured choices that lie before them both. Warrior Sam pauses, uncertainty flickering across his face as Sam's truth pierces his resolve. His grip loosens as understanding dawns, the weight of his weapon diminishing. A single tear traces a path down his cheek, a testament to the battle within. Acceptance washes over him as his form begins to waver, the light catching the edges of his fading figure. The warrior's essence dissolves, leaving only echoes in the mirrored room. His final moments are a gentle surrender to fate, fading into the ambient light. In the quiet library corridor, Sam, Emma, and Zilo stand shoulder to shoulder, their faces mirroring exhaustion and strength. They emerge from the abyss, marked by trials, yet undeniably united. The corridor stretches before them, silent and expectant, leading into the archive's heart. The air hangs still, heavy with untold possibilities and unseen dangers. They exchange a look, acknowledging past trials and future challenges. A silent pact solidifies their resolve as they prepare to delve deeper into the unknown.